you are looking for something productive, things you can do that are fairly constructive, sorry to say this is nothing like that. 5 minutes you'll never get back.
Say hello to the people, Bullwinkle.
Did you say call me Bullwinkle? Hey folks! Today's segment is called For the People, and it is something we created when we found we had a bunch of questions for stuff, and then we sort of wondered if it would be cool to share the answers we found. So, today we are demystifying and simplifying impeachment. It's tricky. So to simplify, we have a bunch of props, by which I mean fruits and vegetables, to help us out. Oh, I put all of them in the wrong spots. Whatever. Oh, I need the big ones. These are the House of Representatives. The raisins, they are the Senate, because they're old and wrinkly. This peach, which is the Articles, and I will explain what that is in a minute. And this celery, which are the 2/3 key vote, which I will also explain in a minute. How does impeachment work? That is a great question. First, we're going to start with the Articles, which is this peach. And the Articles are brought to the House of Representatives. With these grapes, I lost one. They are brought to the House of Representatives to decide whether they are an impeachable offense or not. And the Articles are determined by the House of Representatives. So essentially, if they're going to be like, what are the things that are impeachable? Someone in the House of Representatives will be like, this thing. And so and this thing, and this other thing, and those things all together are the Articles. Does that make sense? Perhaps not. What is an impeachable offense, you may ask? It is treason, bribery, and this lovely vague little phrase that is Aria's favorite called high crimes and misdemeanors. Once the House of Representatives has decided whether or not the Articles are considered to be an impeachable offense, they send it to the Senate, our little raisins here, and the Senate has to vote. What does the Senate do? The Senate! The Senate is responsible for deciding whether or not a person is guilty or innocent of the impeachable crimes. This is why we call it Use the Peach, yeah. So once they've determined if they are guilty or innocent, I mean, if they're innocent, obviously nothing happens, and if they're guilty, they have to vote on 2 things. They have to vote on 1, do they remove them from office? And 2, do they remove them from office and make it so they can't hold any other, like, federal offices? Essentially, any position of trust, honor, or profit of the U.S. I had to read that. I have so many notes. Number 4, the 66% vote. She's giving me a look. The 66.6% vote. 2/3 of the Senate have to vote for removal for the federal officer or president to get the boot. Who can be impeached? The president, the vice president, federal officers, which is mostly judges. Some others, but mostly judges. Who has been impeached? Like 7,000 judges. No, I'm just kidding. But since 2003, there have been 61 judges that have been investigated for impeachment. 2 presidents, they were Clinton and Andrew Jackson. A special mention for Richard Nixon, who actually resigned as they were gathering the Articles for him. So he resigned before they could impeach him. Special note, what a dick. Second special note, no president has ever actually been impeached and removed from office. So essentially, they have impeached 2 presidents, but removed neither of them. Clinton was found guilty of 2 impeachable articles, but because they voted not to remove him from office, he was acquitted of all charges. So, guilty but not sentenced equals innocent, essentially. So the process is totally useless. Sometimes. It is a lot of people's time and money for what's essentially a slap on the wrist. In other words, there is a huge lack of clarity and relevance in the whole impeachment game, considering it's pretty much archaic. It hasn't happened a whole lot. It's sort of fitting, considering there's currently a rather archaic president.
In conclusion,
it is hazy as balls. as to what impeachment in this current situation and or era and or ever has been. And the process for parking tickets is a more easily understandable process than impeachment. This has been For the People. Thank you so much for listening. And then the apocalypse happens.
5 minutes.